I'm Charles Bennett, and this short film is an overview and introduction to one of the songs in the song cycle Lightwaves that I wrote in collaboration with Bob Chilcott. The song that I'd like to talk about and I'd like you to just reflect on is the song Harbour. Now, the first thing to say about this song is that once again, as we've seen elsewhere in the song cycle, this is a song that is a kind of voicing. It gives voice to something that actually has no voice. And in this case, it's an object. And this again is a kind of dramatic monologue. And what I mean by that actually is that this voicing, giving a voice to an inanimate object, is a way of giving it life, is a way of bringing it to life. And in fact, one of the key things we do with a song is we take something that is essentially inert, that is notes and words, and we give it life by breathing it in and breathing it out. So here in Harbour, you'll see that again, as we've seen previously in Sundown, there are two elements. There's the speaker of the verses, but there's also here the voice of the chorus, and the voice of the chorus and the voice of the verses are different and distinct. So I was interested when I was writing the poem in that relationship. And this relationship, I may as well say at the beginning, is a kind of love relationship. The tone is gentle. The tone is one of longing, I think. The tone is yearning and it's wanting to be together. It's about two things that are separate but actually want to be together, I think. So you'll see in this particular song that there's a really metaphorical dimension. So that on one level, it seems to be about a harbour light, which is, as it were, singing to something that is voyaging, to a boat, to a ship, to a sailor, to someone who is far away, and someone that the harbour light would like to be much closer. So I think we see that although, there's a harbour light and a boat, actually those voices are for people. And we see this metaphorical dimension creep into the poem, certainly in the second verse, where the voyages are voyages through life, where the ocean is the sea of life, as it were. The storms are events in life. The tempests, the winds, the dangerous, unpredictable, unforeseen circumstances in which we as human beings sometimes find ourselves when things approach us out of the blue and sometimes for better, quite often for worse, have profound effects on us. So I think there's an atmosphere of protection. The harbour light wants to keep the voyager safe. And that idea of safety, that protective, enfolding kind of hug, as it were, that the harbour light wants to give to the boat, to the voyager, is really central here. And that informs almost the whole of the poem. So you'll see that the chorus is spoken by the voyager, the verses are spoken by the harbour light, and that these two opposites come together, really, we hope. Certainly there's a relationship between them. So let me read the poem now. On one level, this seems to be one of the more straightforward pieces in this song cycle. but it's deceptive. It's actually one of the most profound things that I'm saying in this song cycle. And simplicity can actually be a really great way to gain access to the profound. And I hope that for some of you and for some of the people who engage with this text, it really speaks to you in a profound and moving way, even though the emotions are, as it were, not really spelt out as such. The metaphors do the work, we hope. Harbour. Let's start with the chorus. The chorus is a kind of prayer, just as you might have said a prayer before you went to sleep at night. This is the kind of prayer, a hope expressed by the Voyager. Port and starboard, left and right, guide me through the deepest night. Let me find the harbour light. And then the verses spoken by the harbour light. I am the light on the harbour wall. Over the water I send my call. In tempest, hurricane, or storm, I am calm. In the darkest night you've known, years go by without a dawn, but I am waiting, bright and true, here for you. Time to leave those waves behind, discover peace true voyagers find. Come from deep, disturbing seas, home to me. Thank you very much.